Hello, and welcome to another edition of Cal Conversations. Today, I have with me Bob Burke. Welcome, Bob.
Good morning.
Bob is an Army veteran he was 3 years in the military and a member of the American Legion, and a very long list of titles below that. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about yourself and your military experience.
Okay, fine. I joined the United States Army back in 1968. When you joined the Army, you had to be for 3 years. I did my basic training at Fort Dix, then I was permanent party there. Had a various number of jobs there. Then I got transferred to 7th Army Headquarters, Fort Meade, where I was processing records on people being transferred to different units and things like that. Then I was transferred to Heidelberg, Germany, 7th Army Headquarters, of which we did a whole array of different things with manpower, keeping track of who was where and what they were doing and things like that. After I got out, I used the GI Bill, went to Northeastern University, got my bachelor's degree. Then I went to Suffolk and got my MBA. And I've had a career in data processing since 71.
Do you think that was because of your time in the military? Do you think you would have chosen that path? Or do you think that might have gone differently?
Yes. When I was in high school, I discovered bookkeeping. And there's nothing more logical than mathematics and bookkeeping.
Okay.
And I had discovered computers when I was in the service. So I decided that that's the way I was going to go. I got into computer operations when I got out, and I started going to Northeastern nights then. And I decided that I wanted to be a manager of IT.
Okay.
That not that I didn't mind getting my hands dirty, because I took a career path that I got my hands dirty. I did everything between moving computers, building computers, writing software, implementing projects. So I knew what it was to do the talk, and I knew what it was to do all the different phases of a project. So that's why I think I was so successful. I was able to retire at 55, and now I've been devoting my life to servicing the veterans of our country.
Gosh, which way should we go? What do you do? You say devoting your time to the veterans of our country. Yeah. What does that mean?
In my career of being in the American Legion, Massachusetts is what was when I started, was divided up into 10 areas, 10 districts. Okay. It's down to 9 now. And I've been every job at the post commander level. I've been the post commander twice now in Middleborough. I've also been the District 10 commander twice now. I've been a department vice commander. Department and state are used universally. And then I was also the department treasurer for over 3 years. So I know the ins and outs in the American Legion. I know the programs that we have for children right now are just awesome, between scholarships and sending students away to learn about law enforcement, to learn about government. There's just so many things that I can help students with. I'm building up an association with the school system here in Plymouth. We have a program that we're going to every 4th grade class in Plymouth 650 students. We're teaching them all about the United States flag.
Tell me the name. I can't remember what you called the program.
Yeah, we're calling it Flags for Fourth Graders, and
I love it.
it's great. We have such a fun time with them. I go in and I ask how many stripes there are.
Right.
Did we always have 13 stripes? What do the stars stand for? And it just, a lot of the students actually can answer the questions. And then there's some questions I give to the teachers for them to ask, to answer. Things like, what was the 13th stripe? What state was the 13th stripe? I asked that question. All kinds of things like that. What is the ball on top of a flagpole called on an Army base? I'm not going to tell you the answers either.
I know the stripe, but I don't know the ball on the top of the flag.
On an Army post, the ball on top of a flag is called a truck.
A truck?
Yeah.
No, trucks have four wheels on the ground.
No, those are vehicles. We're talking about the Army now.
Oh, yes, you are right.
Yep. So luckily for me, I knew that when I was going up to become a Spec 5, E5. That was one of the questions. I was the only one that had the right answer at the promotion.
So you went up the flagpole.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. You opened the door.
I did, yeah. It's usually the other way around with us.
You're right. You're right.
I'll get even, don't worry.
Oh, he will. Have no fear. So I brought you on the show today because we wanted to talk about what you're doing at the Center for Active Living.
Yep.
So do you want to talk a little about that?
Absolutely. I know you disagree with this, but it's for all people as far as I'm concerned. People that are veterans.
Yes.
People who are married to veterans. People who have veterans for children or spouses, whatever. Anybody that wants to become interested in helping veterans, I'm more than willing to sit and talk with them. Just like you. You
Yes.
probably don't realize that the first meeting we had, you loved the idea.
Oh, I did love the idea. And I was so excited to have a veteran that wanted to lead a veteran support group.
Yeah. And we have a good core of about 6 or 7 people. Some of them don't come. We meet on the 2nd and 4th Mondays of the month at Cal. And it's great. People, we have one lady that was a nurse. She ended up re-enlisting so she'd go to Italy. So she spent a couple of years in Italy, and she found her husband over there. And so she has some interesting stories about people coming back. But we talk about anything. The Patriots, obviously, have been a topic of conversation. And we talk about what we did in the service, what we're doing now. We talk about veterans benefits. How you should get in the system, even if you don't think you're qualified. I don't care what kind of insurance you have. Things change. Life's changed. Life is full of changes. So get in the system, because it takes a good 3 or 4 months to get in the system. And then once you're in, even though you might not get a monthly check, you might not get medical benefits, but who knows what's going to happen in the future. And it's only going to take you 10 or 15 minutes to get in the system.
To do all that.
But we have a great group. We have a lot of fun. We're always supposed to go an hour, but most of the time we stretch it for another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, because no one's coming in the room afterwards. So we break in time to get to lunch. So, but it's really, really interesting. I've learned a lot from these people coming in. And I've been dealing with veterans for over 20 years now, very active with that. And it's just, it's very rewarding. It really is. When you talk about a veteran, he talks many, not with our group, but my granddaughter's it was his great-grandson. He was in the war. He was in the Pacific. And he never talked about it. And we met one day, and we just hit it off. As soon as he found out I was a veteran, and he and I would go out in the summer, sit at the picnic table and have a few beers, and he would tell me what he did during the war.
Wow.
After he passed away, I was telling his son about it. He never, ever talked about it, and he didn't do anything bad. He saw a lot of bad things. He used to build things, but he did see things he didn't want to talk about, but he felt more comfortable talking to a brother. We veterans, if you're a lady, you're my sister. If you're a man, you're my brother. We always treat each other like brothers and sisters, no matter if you were in the Air Force or the Marine Corps or whatever.
I was just going to ask that. Doesn't matter what branch of the military you were part of. You're still all, you have one commonality.
We tease the hell out of each other. We really do. But if we're in a restaurant or a bar and somebody starts a fight, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all on the same team when it comes to that. We're there to help each other in any way.
Which is an amazing thing. Yeah. And that was the reason I brought you out here, which was to talk about our veterans group and to let the greater community know that we have this. And if you're a veteran and you're home and you just happen to be watching Bob and I on TV right now, excuse me, the second and fourth Monday at the Center for Active Living, you can come and join this group, which is a very wonderful thing. Why are you wearing a red shirt?
Veterans wear red on Fridays to support all of the troops that are deployed. They don't have to be in a combat situation. If you're over, in my mind, if you're in Europe, even if you had good duty in Italy, you're still a veteran. And this is to show our appreciation for what they do. It's also, my mom had a severe heart condition, so the Heart Association likes you to wear red also on Fridays. So it has a dual meaning for me. I do it in honor of my brothers and sisters who are deployed and my mom.
Which is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to call it a hat, but I don't know. Is it called a
cover?
Hat? It's called a cover. That's right. I don't remember all my verbiage. But you have quite a large selection of pins on your cover. Are they symbolic pins? Are they just gifts? What are they about?
To answer your question, yes. They're all of those. One of them is the United States Army symbol, the Eagles. One of them is a poppy. My wife and I somehow made a mistake, and we were on a cruise during Veterans Day.
Okay.
So I talked to the cruise director there, and I said, "What are you doing for Veterans Day?" And he says, "Oh, we usually don't do anything." And I said, "Well, you're going to do something this year." I said, "You've got a lot of veterans on here, not only from the American side, but there was a lot of Canadians on the boat too." So he says, "All right." So we had a meeting, and it was just wonderful what they did. We were all in the rear of the ship, and the middle of the ship was up, and all the officers, every officer on the ship was there to salute us.
Wow.
They had some of the people who do the shows singing patriotic songs for us. And then the captain got on, and he yelled out, "Where's Burke?" So I go out, me shy me. I waved, and he says, "Everyone here, it's his fault. He's the one that made us do this." And so one gentleman, they had, every day at sea, they had, you had a cocktail, a special bar we went to, you had a free cocktail, and you talked to other veterans. And I had befriended one of the gentlemen from Canada, and he gave me this. They also do poppies. The American Legion, the VFW, they both do poppies. The DAV does forget-me-not flowers.
Okay.
It's a way of getting money to support our things. But so the Legion in Canada also has that. So he took the pin off of his hat and gave it to me. He says, "I was awarded this pin because of poppy sales. I want you to have it for what you do today."
That's great.
So that I took my cover off, put it on, And I said, that will always be on every cover I ever have. So, and there are other things, sentimental things. Friends gave me veterans pins and stuff like that. You'll see some veterans that the whole side of the cap is full of pins.
Okay. So there's no, it's okay that you put them on. It doesn't,
right.
There's
a pin up. Each department commander has their own pin.
Okay.
When I'm awarded one of those, I put those up on my hat too.
Gotcha.
There's another one. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts has a Veterans Award that they give out. Each representative can submit a name.
Okay.
Last year was the first one that they ever did it, and I was one of the recipients of the award.
Wow.
But
Congratulations.
The medal they gave me is about the size of this top of this coffee cup. It's just too heavy up there, so I just have it in my...
So you'd be walking around like...
Exactly, like I had a sore neck.
Your head would be leading.
But then the words on there, the ones in white mean it was a department or state position, and the ones in red means a national position. My shirt, you'll see it. It says American Legion over here. It says Emblem Sales. I am currently the national chairman of the Emblem Sales Committee. We put out a 140-page catalog. If you want to buy anything that says American Legion on it, whether it's a patch, a ballpoint pen, a cane, jackets, coats, sweaters, you buy them through this, and it's all copyrighted, so you have to buy them through us. And that's a weekly Zoom staff meeting I hold and find out what's going on in the warehouse versus this and that. And this is a big weekend that we're implementing a new computer system. So I'm going to be getting a couple of calls over the weekend just to find out how we're doing.
The symbol on the front.
That's the Minuteman.
I was wondering. I'm like, is it the Minuteman? And now, is that the symbol for Post 40?
No.
Or is that a Massachusetts symbol?
It's a symbol for Massachusetts.
Okay.
In Florida, they have a orange on theirs. Different states.
Okay. So every state has something else.
Correct.
Something else.
So.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to share with us?
No, I just wish anyone who wants to come in.
Yes.
It's an open house, open topics.
Yes.
We all tend to have a good time, and I've developed 2 or 3 good friendships there. Like the nurse, her nickname was the same as my aunt, so I automatically, graduated to her to be friends. And she tells me what's going on in her life, and I tell her about mine and my kids, and we have some sad things that we have a mutual thing with and stuff. So we talk about that sometimes too. So. I mean, it's not awful joy all the time. Sometimes we get real serious about things,
right.
Sad and stuff. And we help each other through the day.
But it's commonality and connection, and the fact that you're making that connection with someone, it's just so important.
Yeah, it is. It's really important. The American Legion has a program called Be the One.
Okay.
22 veterans a day commit suicide. And many of us, there's online training, many of us have taken that training, and we look for these things. And the most important thing that comes out of this training is to listen. When a veteran is in trouble, when they're depressed, you got to listen. Don't offer solutions right away. Comfort them, let them talk it out. That a lot of times it's just what they need. I've done that to many veterans, and I've given them my card. I said, call me whenever you want. And some of them do. And we just help. We just help them. I've not lost anybody, so that's a feather in my cap. Not that I ever would wear that, but I just feel good about helping people like that.
And, I'm going to say from the moment I met you, that is the vibe that you give off. You want to be present. You want people to know how important they are and how meaningful they are in this world in whatever capacity or whatever conversation you're having with them. So I 100% thank you for what you do. I love that you have helped the Cal bring another program to our community and offer our veterans a place to come and share their thoughts and feelings about anything. You know, people truly just want to be heard.
Yeah.
100%. Well, Bob, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for
It
the
has
opportunity.
been wonderful. We will remind everyone that our veteran support group happens the second and fourth Monday of each month. But I always tell people, please look at the Cal newsletter. Sometimes holidays pop in there and we shift our days around. Thank you, Bob.
I also have put flyers up at the American Legion post in 2 places and at the VFW post.
Okay.
So if they need any more detail, that's there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to our ongoing relationship and friendship with the Veteran Support Group at the Center for Active Living.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank
for the opportunity.
you. Have a good day.
Yeah, I will. You too.